She stood at the edge of the cliff. The wind howled around her. In her trembling arms, the child, barely 6 months old, cried as if it knew. But she didn't blink. She didn't cry. She didn't speak. She just looked down and let go. Why would a mother, someone meant to nurture and protect, do something so horrifying? This is the story of the mother who hated her children. It all began in a peaceful town nestled between valleys and hills. A small community where everyone knew everyone. Where neighbors borrowed sugar and gossip spread faster than wildfire. In this town, Marianne Clark lived, a soft-spoken woman in her mid-30s. To outsiders, she was ordinary, single, reserved, quiet. She worked at the town library, wore beige sweaters, and always had dark circles under her eyes. But what many didn't know was she once a mother to 3 children, and she hated them. No, not disliked, not overwhelmed. She hated them, and no one knew why. Rumors swirled years ago when Marianne's house was cordoned off by police tape. It was the dead of winter. No one had seen her children in days. When neighbors asked, she'd simply say, "They're gone to their fathers." But Marianne never had a partner. And then the stench came. Officers entered the house to investigate. What they found would scar even the most hardened detective. 3 small rooms, 3 small beds, 3 small bodies. Each child was lying peacefully as if asleep, except they were ice cold. No visible wounds. No struggle. Just silence. The only sign of something terribly wrong. Each of their mouths had been sewn shut with thread and a needle. Yes, sewn shut. And Marianne, she was nowhere to be found. Months passed before police discovered something chilling in the attic of that same house. A diary, bound in leather, tucked inside a wooden box beneath the floorboards. The first page read, "They were never mine. I tried to love them. I tried. But every night they whispered things in the dark." Every page after that unraveled like the twisted thoughts of a tormented soul. She wrote about the children waking at odd hours, speaking in languages she didn't understand, drawing symbols on the walls. "I could hear them chanting," she wrote, "even when I begged them to stop." The diary described nights when Marianne would wake up to find her children standing at the foot of her bed, just staring, not blinking, not speaking. And then they began speaking through other voices, voices that weren't their own. Friends from her past came forward, revealing something disturbing. Marianne was never pregnant. There were no records, no prenatal visits, no baby showers. And then, suddenly, she had 3 children. Twins first, then a 3rd child a year later. She claimed she had a complicated pregnancy away from town. But no hospital confirmed it. No one remembered seeing her pregnant. The town started to whisper, "Were the children ever human?" Years after the tragedy, when everyone assumed Marianne was either dead or long gone, she reappeared. Not in town, but in a viral video. A hiker's drone, capturing footage of a cliffside miles from civilization, caught something chilling. A pale woman in a torn beige sweater, standing at the edge of the cliff, holding a newborn. No one had reported any pregnancies. No hospitals had recent birth records matching her. But there she was. And in the final frames of the video, just before the footage cuts to black, you can see her lips move. Zoomed-in audio analysis later revealed she whispered. They came back. Authorities were alerted. A search party combed the cliffs for days. Finally, they found a small, makeshift shelter. Inside, burnt candles, animal bones, strange drawings, and a wall covered in children's handprints. Some fresh, some impossibly small. But they never found Marianne. What they did find was a second diary. Short, only 3 entries. The last one said, "You can't destroy what was never born. They are not children. They were their faces, but they are not. They chose me, and I failed." To this day, no one knows where she went, or what those children truly were. Some say it was a mental illness. Some say it was grief. Others, they believe something darker chose her. But the question remains, What could make a mother despise her own children to the point of murder? Were they real? Or were they something else? Something beyond our understanding? Could it be that Marion wasn't the villain but the victim? Did she do something evil? Or was she trying to stop something worse? And what happened to the newborn she was holding in the video? Was it her real child this time? Or had they returned? If you think this story is over, think again. Just 3 months ago, a couple hiking in the same area claimed to have heard a woman singing lullabies from inside a cave. They followed the sound, but found nothing, except for a small, tattered baby shoe. So we ask you, who or what were Marianne's children? Why did they choose her? And if she's still out there, is she alone? Or have they come back? Let us know your theories in the comments below. And don't forget, some stories aren't just stories.